The Joint Union Congress of the Police Service Commission has issued a notice of indefinite strike to the management of the commission over a breach of agreement. The union noted that the strike will commence with effect from Monday, August 29, 2022. Chairman of the Joint Service Union, PSC chapter, Mr. Adoyi disclosed that the Inspector General of Police and other police chiefs, in connivance with the chairman of the Police Service Commission, have overruled the constitutional duty of the Police Service Commission. The notice is coming amidst disagreement between workers of the commission, the chairman of the commission, Mr. Muslim Smith, and the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, on which body should be responsible for recruitment, promotion, and appointment of constables and officers. Joining us now from our Abuja studio is Adoyi, chairman of the Joint Service Union Police Service Commission. Welcome to the show, Mr. Adoyi. Good morning.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Well, very quickly, please, could you explain to us what the issues at stake are? Because the Constitution is very clear about who is responsible for discipline, redeployment, appointment, and promotion of police officers. So why is there a problem? And what is the role of the Joint Service Union, Police Service Commission chapter in all of this?
Well, thank you very much. As you have noted, the Constitution is very clear on who has the responsibility to carry out recruitment, promotion, discipline, and formulating of policies for the smooth running of the Nigerian police force. But the issue is that while the Constitution is very clear on this, and the fact also that there is a subsisting court judgment, appeal court judgment as it were, affirming the position of the Constitution that it is the duty of the Police Service Commission to carry out these responsibilities, the Constitution is being overridden by certain interests, and by implication, it is affecting the workings of the Commission and putting the job schedule of staff of the Commission in jeopardy. These are the issues, and the reason for this current strike is drawn from the fact that we had several interactions with management. At some point, the police sent in their representatives and had a meeting with the management and the union because it has been an ongoing issue. And because of national interest, the union agreed on principle that the last recruitment exercise would go on, but on condition that the right thing will be done afterwards, and that several other issues that plagued the commission before now. For instance, the issue of promotion, where rather than do the right thing from policies on ground, what we do is rubber stamp, creating a situation where even in the police force, you see a lot of complaints. Some juniors become seniors to their to people who were hitherto senior to them, and favoritism in the force, lack of discipline because processes are not followed. And then when you see, before now, the commission used to have a situation where court orders are respected. But today you have a lot of policemen, even when they are victimized, go to court obtain judgments, and those judgments cannot be implemented. Why? Because some people are not doing what they are supposed to do. We feel that this is a blight on our duty, on our job schedule, and it's leading to redundancy, which we believe we have a right to challenge.
Okay, the main issues here seem to be the non-compliance with constitutional provision for the commission to handle issues of recruitment. But what I don't seem to get is how is strike the solution to that? You said you had there's court injunction, which have not. How is strike the solution to that? Have you petitioned the presidency, for instance, because there are authorities that appointed put these people into office, appointed them. If they are not complying with the constitution, is going on strike the solution, really?
I want to correct an impression. The issue of recruitment is just one out of many issues. It's just that this is a spontaneous reaction to an immediate action. Now, like I mentioned before, there's promotion, there's discipline. The commission is simply not doing it, carrying out its responsibility, with the impact that the staff of the commission suffer a lot of things. I may not be able to go into details today on this, but we are coming up with a strong position, which we hope that when we make it public, the whole nation will know our grouses. But going to your point that strike would not have been a solution to this, is the fact that these issues have been ongoing for quite a while, and they have been treated with kid gloves. We have sought administrative resolution to issues several times. I don't know if you may be aware that there are several legal opinions about the commission, and then now there is a court judgment. The court judgment should put to rest every other thing. But people who are supposed to do their works by making sure that these judgments are implemented are not doing so. And so what we are doing, going on strike, is recalling an already ongoing situation. Remember, we were on strike on the in January this year, a warning strike. And what we did was suspend that strike to allow for dialogue and negotiations and see how things can get better. But I will tell you that things are getting worse. And we believe that the management of the commission usually gets more interested in doing promotion of police officers because of the interest there. Because of that, they abandon other things. And so we want to close shop to tell them that before you can continue to rubber stamp promotion, do other things, put other things in order. And true, yes, we intend to make our position known to the presidency. As we begin our strike, we'll have an elaborate press conference, write to the president and to the National Assembly to inform them of our position officially. Because since these issues have been on, the staff of the commission have been complaining. There's been bickering here and there, engaging management to the point of having an engagement with the representatives of the Nigerian police force. But we have never really engaged the president. There was a time we wrote to the president. We cannot even be very sure if he got that letter. But we want to make our position very well known, elaborate, and make the whole world see that we are on strike and we are going to see the president. We'll march on Aso Rock. That is the plan. We will march on Aso Rock.
I mean, the president had a while back intervened in this squabble between the Police Service Commission and the police force. But when you say you're closing shop, what does that mean in real terms for the day-to-day running of the Nigeria police force? What are the implications for Nigerians? And you said the commission, before rubber stamping promotion, should put other things in place. What are these things you want in place?
Well, what I mean by closing shop is that the staff of the commission are going on strike because this is a long-standing issue and it's becoming intractable. And we believe that they are treating the issues with kid gloves and they are taking us for granted. So we want the world to see, we want the impact of our agitation to be felt. Now, coming to the issue of the intervention of the president, that is our main concern. The president has intervened, but nothing seems to be going on. Nothing seems to have changed. That is because of the fact that something sinister or something we don't know may be playing behind. So we want to bring it up again and make a case that what is happening is not correct. And then, let me also tell you that... I
understand that aspect, but for Nigerians who do not understand how this works, when you as a union are going on strike indefinitely because you've had a warning strike, what does that mean in real terms for security, for the police force? Is there any impact at all?
Well, let me take you to something that happened a few days ago. And I know you will know that that is what has triggered all these agitations. The first PRO came here, was on Channels Television, and made some comments in an interview, claiming that the ongoing recruitment by the Police Service Commission was unknown to them, inferring that it was illegal and that Nigerians should disregard. I consider that comment very irresponsible, an act of indiscipline, and an affront on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nobody is taking him to task. No disciplinary measures are being meted for a public servant, a police officer, to be making such comments, which we know is against national security and national interest. We as responsible staff of the commission, when we embarked on the warning strike, we were told to subpedal because of national interest, and we did. But it would seem like the greater national interest is not being protected. What is national interest beyond protecting the Constitution, the spirit and letters of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? I think there can be no other national interest that will override that, because when you trample on the Constitution, you are calling for chaos. And I think the Nigerian police should be aware that there is enough internal security challenges in the country rather than fighting a body that is set up as an administrative support for it in carrying out certain other responsibilities. And then trying to lock horns by deferring more to the Ministry of Police Affairs in order to push the commission out, giving the responsibilities of the commission to the ministry.
Mr. Adoyi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have just a few minutes to go.
Yes,
I need a few clarifications before we wrap this up. One, this is an old age rivalry conflict among the Ministry of Police Affairs, the Police Service Commission, and the office, not the police, the office of the Inspector General of Police in terms of who exercises authority. At a point, some people were even recommending that the office of the Minister of Police Affairs should be scrapped. And now it's Police Service Commission versus the office of the IGP. Who is behind this strike? Some people are saying that when the present chairman of the Police Service Commission, former IGP Musliu Smith, was Inspector General of Police, that was the first time in recent history that policemen went on strike. He is now chairman of the Police Service Commission. Staff of a Police Service Commission, they're saying they will go on strike. And your target is the Inspector General of Police. Don't let us deceive ourselves. That's how it comes across. So really, who is behind this? And if you go on this indefinite strike, how will it be resolved? The scrapping of the office of the Inspector General of Police, would that solve the problem? So that the Police Service Commission and its staff can have complete control of the police in Nigeria. Just clarifications, as briefly as possible.
Well, let me say this for clarity. We do not know who are the enemies of the chairman of the Police Service Commission, Mr. Musliu Smith. And we are not going to dwell on the history of his past public assignment. We are non-aligned as far as whatever issues he has with anybody is concerned. We cannot also call for the scrapping of the office of the IGP. All we are calling for is that the Constitution be respected for the sake of Nigerians. We are staff of Police Service Commission, privileged Nigerians, privileged few Nigerians to be working there. And the first thing we swear to as public servants is to uphold and protect the spirit and letters of the Constitution of the Federal Republic. And we will always continue to do that to the best of our ability. What we are just asking for is that the right things must be done. We have done a lot of dialogues. We have gone several ways, parleys and so on. The problem, like I said, seems to be intractable. And we are continuing this diplomacy by other means. Our strike is going to be a peaceful one. It is meant to drive the message home that what is going on in the police community is wrong and is causing a lot of issues.
Well, thank you very much for joining us on the morning show, Mr. Adoyi.